Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 Computer class. Here we are discussing web technology. Web technology means the language relating to internet or how we are creating web pages with the help of different scripting languages. So this is our video number 45. So in this video we are going to discuss various scripting languages. So we already studied the different types of scripting languages, client-side scripting and server-side scripting. Then client-side scripting example, JavaScript, VBscript. Server-side example, PHP, ASP and JSP. So you know the differences or different types of scripting languages. So in this video, we are going to discuss details about this kind of languages. So the learning objective or the languages that we are going to discuss in this video is, first we will discuss what is meant by JavaScript or what are the features of JavaScript. Second one, VBscript. Okay, commonly used server client-side scripting language VBscript. After that, PHP. Okay, preprocessor, hypertext preprocessor. Then after that, ASP and JSP. These languages we are going to discuss in this video session. Different types of scripting languages, client-side script and also server-side script. Okay, so can we start? Yes. So we will start with JavaScript. Okay, so the first language is JavaScript. The first client-side scripting language is JavaScript. JavaScript is mostly commonly used client-side scripting language because it has different features are available, and one of the main feature of JavaScript is Ajax technology. Okay, Ajax. Okay, then we will discuss what are the specialities of JavaScript. JavaScript is the most commonly used client-side operating system. Client-side operating system means there is no connection with the database. We can perform some validation statement and also some simple animations that we can perform. So the same concept we are applying in JavaScript also. Using JavaScript, we can create some validation statement. We can check whether the entered data is number or not, or that value or that table is empty or not, or it is an alphabet or not. So different kinds of validation statement we can perform. And also we can easily embed JavaScript code inside the HTML program. Okay, we can easily embed JavaScript code inside the HTML. Then, what is the extension for JavaScript file? So the name indicate JavaScript means J and S. So the extension of JavaScript code is .js. Okay, suppose we already studied different attributes for script type and also SRC. When we are using SRC in script tag, suppose we are adding external file to our script. Okay, suppose we are adding external script to our external JavaScript code to our program, then we can use SRC equal to. So the concept is this: in JavaScript we can add a separate file or external file to our web page using SRC attribute. Okay, so that is the speciality of JavaScript. So using JavaScript, we can perform validation statement and also we can add external file with extension of .js. Then the important advantage of JavaScript is it produces Ajax technology, asynchronous JavaScript and extensible markup language. Okay, what is the full form of Ajax? Asynchronous JavaScript XML, extensible markup language. Like HTML, XML also a language that support Ajax. The next one, what is mean by Ajax? Okay, suppose you want to get an admission through, that means +1 application form. When we are filling your data through online, when you type your register number into that column, enter the register number, automatically your name, date of birth, every information will come at the corresponding field when you type your register number. Okay, when you type the register number on that particular box, automatically your name, date of birth, the information relating to that student will come in the corresponding fields. Okay, how it is coming? Actually, it is not belonging to server-side programming, client-side programming. So in client-side programming, there is one concept available that is called Ajax. That means without refreshing the web page or without accessing information from the server, the data is filling in the client side script itself or in the client side form itself. That is the most important property of JavaScript. Okay, when you type data only, when you type your register number, automatically your details will come. Actually, your details is available in the web server. So without interacting with the web server, the data is automatically will come. That means without refreshing the web page, we are getting that data. Okay, that is the speciality of JavaScript program. That speciality is known as AJAX technology, asynchronous JavaScript XML. Okay, so this is an important property of JavaScript. So normally JavaScript will work in all the web browser except Internet Explorer. In Internet Explorer, JavaScript will not work. Other than Explorer, in all the other web browser, it will work. Okay, so this is the first commonly used client-side scripting language. After JavaScript, next one is VBscript. Next scripting language is VBscript. Okay, after JavaScript, next one is VBscript. Okay, what is the full form of VB? Visual Basic. Okay, Visual Basic language. Okay, it is developed by Microsoft. Okay, then in VBscript is also commonly used for client-side scripting language because different tools are available for the creation of login forms. Okay, so for that purpose we are using VBscript, and in VBscript we are using the language VB, Visual Basic. Actually, Visual Basic is a language like Java and also C++. It is a language. Basically, VBscript is used for the designing purposes. Okay, only for the designing purpose. For that purpose, we are using VBscript. Then there is one drawback is for the VBscript. Except Internet Explorer, it will not work in any other browser. Okay, it will work on because it is an older scripting language. So without only in Internet Explorer it will execute as a client-side script. So normally nowadays we are not using VBscript for the creation of client-side scripting language. The VBscript also we can include inside the HTML code. Scripting languages means all these languages we are including inside the HTML code. For including scripting language, we are using a special tag called script tag. Clear? Then, so this is the second one. Then after VBscript, next one is PHP, preprocessor directive. That means hypertext preprocessor. PHP expansion is hypertext preprocessor. This is one of the most commonly used server-side scripting language. Not client-side scripting language, server-side scripting language. Most commonly used server-side scripting language. Clear? So actually PHP is a programming language. I think in dynamic web page and also static web page. In dynamic web page there is one advantage is that we can't easily write dynamic web page program or we can't easily create dynamic web page. For the creation of dynamic web page we need some program knowledge. Okay, some kind of programming knowledge is must. PHP means actually it is a programming language. We can easily write PHP statement like Java and C++. Its code is similar and also pattern is similar to C++. In PHP we can include control statements. Then we can add operations. We can use arithmetic, relational. Some similarities are there. This we can easily write like C++, Java and also C. Okay, there are similarity between PHP and also the languages C, C++ and also Java. We can include PHP program inside the HTML tag. Okay, we can include PHP program inside HTML code. Clear? Then, actually I mentioned in the previous video when the web server is executing, one web server software is available. In web server software, for the creation of web server software or the actual execution is taking place with the help of PHP. PHP's the role is convert that SQL data, that database data into web page format. Okay, the actual execution of web server is taking place with the help of any kinds of dynamic web page languages. Here, PHP is used for the creation of dynamic web pages. Okay, PHP is used for creating dynamic web pages. Clear? Then, PHP, there are two packages are available for installing PHP. LAMP and also WAMP. Okay, one is LAMP, and second one is WAMP. Capital letter LAMP and WAMP. LAMP means it is a package suitable for Linux. Suppose we want to execute a PHP program, definitely you want to install LAMP package if your operating system is Linux. Okay, then what does mean by LAMP? L stands for Linux. A stands for Apache Tomcat. Apache Tomcat means it is a web server name. Then M stands for MySQL because PHP is always connecting with database. So you want to install a software that's suitable to database. So that database name is M. It stands for MySQL that you want to study. Then P stands for PHP. So this package you want to install. Suppose you want to execute PHP programs. Second one, WAMP. Okay, it is relating to Windows. If your operating system is Windows, instead of LAMP, WAMP you want to install. WAMP stands for Windows Apache MySQL Protocol, MySQL PHP. Okay, so any two package you can install. Suppose you want to execute PHP program. So this is the most commonly used server-side scripting language and it is used for creating dynamic web pages. We can easily include PHP program inside HTML code. Clear? Then, so this is our third scripting language, PHP. Then, fourth one is ASP. Okay, ASP. ASP full form is Active Server Pages. Okay, what is its full form? Active Server Pages. ASP is also another section or another kind of language. Suppose you want to create softwares, interactive softwares, then we can use ASP for the creation of this kind of softwares because it provides a different framework for that. That means it provides a framework for designing purpose. This is also most commonly used server-side scripting language. Using ASP, we can create dynamic web pages. Okay, dynamic web pages. Its extension should be .asp. Different features are available. Then one speciality of ASP is most of the databases we can use with ASP scripting language. Okay, there is no restriction with the databases. Any type of MySQL, SQL, Oracle, any type of databases we can easily connect with ASP scripting language. Active Server Pages. The name indicates Active Server Pages. It's used for creating server-side scripting and also it used for creating dynamic web pages. Okay, then ASP and next one is one more term is the ASP.NET. ASP.NET means for the creation of server-side scripting language or dynamic web pages, we don't want to use any other features and also any other properties because all these properties are already available in ASP.NET framework. So after that ASP is stopped for creating different versions because ASP.NET is enough to create dynamic web pages. Okay, ASP.NET is enough to create dynamic web pages. So this is also a most popular server-side scripting language for the creation of dynamic web pages. Then next ASP, last one is JSP, Java Server Pages. Okay, what is its full form? Java Server Pages. In JSP, we can use the programming language called Java for executing or for representing the statements. Okay, the name indicates Java Server Pages. So definitely in this server-side scripting language, we are using the programming language Java for the creation of web pages. Then this is also used for creating dynamic web pages. JavaScript also, your Java Server Pages also used for creating dynamic web pages and it is also an example for server-side scripting language. Clear? Server-side scripting language. Clear. So these are the different types of scripting languages. First one, what is the first language? JavaScript. JavaScript is the most commonly used client-side scripting language. It supports a feature called AJAX, Asynchronous JavaScript XML. Okay. Then second one, VBscript. Okay, there is one disadvantage is without Explorer, it will not execute. Then third one, PHP. Okay, preprocessor, hypertext preprocessor. then ASP active server pages, then Java server pages. So these are the commonly used scripting languages, client and also server side scripting language. With the help of these kind of scripting languages, we can create client side script and also server side script. In client side script, we are normally performing validation statement, but in server side step, we can create dynamic web pages. Okay, so the most in this group of list, JSP, JavaScript and also PHP we are going to discuss in the coming sections or in the coming chapters. Client side script using JavaScript, one chapter is there, then server side script using PHP. These two languages we are going to study in plus 2 itself, because these two languages are included in your practical section. Okay, clear? I think the concept is clear. Different languages. Please read your textbook thoroughly, and then after reading or after watching the video, please read the textbook. Different types of scripting languages. Read your textbook, and after that you want to write 2 questions in your notebook. Okay, questions I will give. First question is what are the advantages of JavaScript? Okay, first one, what are the advantages of JavaScript? Then second one, next one again, it's a question relating to JavaScript. What does mean by Ajax? Next question is, what does mean by Ajax and what is its use? Okay, what is its use? Then next question, write the advantages of PHP language. Write down the advantages of PHP language. Okay, so these 3 questions answer you want to write in your notebook. Okay, before that you want to read your textbook and you want to collect only the important points from that section. Okay, read your textbook thoroughly and then write the important points. Okay, I am always saying this. When you are writing the answer, please write in point wise, especially characteristics or speciality. If you are writing the advantages, disadvantages and all, if you are specifying the advantages, please write in point wise manner. Okay, point wise. Before that, read your textbook thoroughly and then write down the answer. Okay, hope you understood the concept of different languages. After this video, we are going to begin web technology, or we are going to apply web technology, and we are going to start the HTML programs. With the help of tags and attributes, I am going to start web-based programs from next video onwards. Okay, so these all are the theoretical aspects. You want to read and study the theoretical aspect, client-side script, server-side script. What is the difference between static web page and dynamic web page? Okay, once you completed all these portions, then only you will get the idea, or when only you can easily write HTML program when I am explaining the concept. Okay, so please students, be regular in your studies, complete your note as soon as possible. Okay, the remaining section, web technology, we will continue web technology in the next video. Okay then, thank you.